Hello, welcome to this video for the Ultimate Swing Trader. I wanted to take you through some Forex trading using the strategy. And what you can see here is one of the real nice things about the Ultimate Swing Trader is the fact that we use the exact same identical strategy no matter what market category we're trading, whether that's Forex like you see here on the screen, or if you review the blog, you'll see us show you updates for futures and also for the stock traders. So you're using this one universal strategy to approach these markets on a swing trade basis. And the key there, of course, the secret there is all the time savings that you're going to have versus day trading. Even if you do day trading, it's a great way to supplement what you're doing on the day trade side on the swing side. So with Forex swing trading, another thing that you see that's very compelling, I believe, about the strategy that I think you're going to find is the fact that everything is very clear cut on the screen. And this was just from a few days ago. This long setup was right here, and the short setup was a little further down right here. And once we got long, we had an exact level to get long. We had our profit target 1, our profit target 2, and our profit target 3. Now, when you learn the methodology, you learn exactly why this is a trade setup, but even better, it's done for you, meaning everything is calculated for you in advance, so you know exactly where to place your orders and where to manage your profit targets and where to put your protective stops. And that, I think, is really important. So you kind of get to remove a lot of that subjectivity and analysis that a lot of people tend to go through when they trade, because again, the idea behind swing trading is for this not to be intensive on the amount of time that you have to spend. So it's pretty clear cut, 80 pips, 160, 240 on the way up, and we actually have very specific money management. What you do when you hit the first level, we bring the stop up to break even. When we hit the second level, you bring your trailing stop up to this level. And we can also peel off as we go. We don't have to go for the third target. We can exit everything at the second target. So we follow our trade plan, and it's very compelling. So I wanted to show you, of course, that trade, but then the trades just really from today, kind of where our best trades came from so far. And we got on board this short trade here on the pound US dollar, and we're trying to get down to this target here. Actually, we're going for 1.6620. So we're getting there. We'll have to see what happens Sunday, Monday. This is end of day Friday, but we had some pretty good progress today. This is when the news came out, as you know. The employment report creates some volatility, like it always does. Not like it used to in the past, but still can create some volatility. But general trend here was lower, and we'll see if we can get to the profit level on Sunday, Monday on this market. So that's one of the markets I wanted to show you. Let me move on to a few of the other highlights. So this is a chart of the US yen. The prior chart was the pound US. Same 30-minute time frame in this case. We use a selection of time intervals like this and also tick time frames. And we basically had this long here from this 95-80 range. And our first target, second target, third target. This is an example where the news was obviously very beneficial. And we got right to our third target. Very interesting that that's where the peak was. Now you see this new setup here. This is something that we'll look at come Sunday night. We don't worry about new setups during the day. Remember, we're swing traders, so we're not worried about trying to worry about anything that happens at 2 in the morning or 4 in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't matter to us. We come in once per session, which was right about this time here where I'm moving my arrows around, and we go ahead and we place our trades and we move on. So that was another definite highlight. Another good market was the Euro-Yen 30-minute. So this Euro-Yen trade's been interesting because it's actually been going for a little bit over a week. That's much longer than normal for Forex. But you see the little dash line down here? That was our original setup back about a week ago. And we were able to get the move up to our first target. That was worth 173 pips. And we've been waiting to get to the second target here. And we just got that today with the upswing. So we got to the second target. So that was 138.20. And we were long from 134.72. So that's a pretty big one. That's about 348 pips. And our last target that we're looking for is 140 even up at the final line up here. Again, this new setup here we don't worry about because we're actually in an open trade. So we keep this nice and simple. But this has been a pretty good one because it's actually been developing over the last really week or so. Normally, most of the trades, maybe 1 to 2 days at the most. Many times it's the same day that they'll do what they need to do, but this one's been a good, steady, slow build for us, which has been a nice one overall. So another market of interest today, we had trade going on the U.S. Canadian. So some of these other pairs, what we call alternate pairs, that a lot of people don't always consider. There's some great opportunities besides just being in the Euro, U.S. dollar, pound, U.S. dollar, etc. So this was an interesting one because it got pretty whippy, obviously, when the news came out. But we had our long here, which we got on board earlier, and then we were able to get this move up to the first target here, which was worth about 65 pips. Hard to say how far this will go, but this market's really been on a huge downturn before that. We had some really nice trades on the way down as we came down on this, as you know, with the U.S. Canadian. This time frame, the 30-minute, and even the 610 tick has been interesting, but this was a trade we had earlier, about middle of last month, and it went 300 pips to the downside. So been a good market as well. Another one to look at real quick, we'll look at a tick time frame on the pound yen. I'll switch over real quick. So this is the pound yen, one of our favorite time frames on the 610 tick, done quite well with this time frame. We've been short from, you see the little dash line up here, that's kind of been our short level. That was at 160.88, really just from yesterday. And our first target was hit. This came, towards the end of the day yesterday. We hit our first target. It was worth about 88 pips. And then our target number 2 was down here at 159 even. So this move came again this session. That's 188 pips. Now kind of look what happened after this. We were looking to get even further, potentially down to 158, but we had moved our stop. As soon as we hit that second level, our stop comes down to our what we call our 1x level, and that's where we're locking in 88 pips no matter what happens. And as you see, the market came back up and took out that stop. But this is a good trade, and again, using very structured trading, we had our first target hit, our second target hit, and then anything that we're still holding, we exit right here. And actually that worked out pretty good because look what happened later once the news came out. So worked out well for us to have that stop in place. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video there. I just wanted to give you kind of like a little bit of a highlights video from today and what we look at and some of the variety of different currency pairs. Definitely review the blog. You'll see a lot of great stuff on futures trading, which on the swing side has really been quite impressive. And then we'll do some video here coming up reviewing some stock trading, or if you go a little further down the blog, you'll see some information for stock traders as well. So hope you enjoy. Great strategy, a lot more information to come. Get registered for the live webinar next week. That's going to be quite an event, and we've got a lot of pretty cool stuff planned for that. If you have any questions, leave a comment in this post, and I'll be sure to get that answered for you. Thanks again for listening. This is Mark Soberman, and we'll talk to you soon.